Hi everyone, so this is my 22nd week of pregnancy vlog. I've had to write loads of stuff down on my phone just to recap of how things have been the last week. I'm actually 23 weeks today, but I find it so much easier letting you know how I've been and what's been going on if I'm looking back at the week instead of, like, it's more, to me it just seems more accurate that way. So that's what I've been doing this time round. I don't think I did it that way with my previous pregnancies, but that is what I'm doing this time. So you can usually expect my weekly pregnancy vlogs to be up like a week behind. But when it does get closer to me having this little girl, I will try and be on the ball a little bit more and get things done straight away, because I'm sure I'll have lots more to tell you. But yeah, this last week, how has things been? Well, I felt like I am seriously piling on the weight this pregnancy. Looking at photos of myself, and I just think, wow, my arms are getting so big. My bum is getting so big. I mean, obviously to you lot, you might think, God, what is she worrying about? I'm not worrying as such, I'm just noticing it, and it is making me kind of feel a little bit, I don't know, well, knocking my confidence a little bit, so to speak. And that is an honest thing that I'm saying to you now. If you want to give me grief for it, then go ahead. I know in pregnancy these things happen, but you know, I think we all take a little bit of a knock to our confidence going through pregnancy anyway, so hopefully you can identify with how I'm feeling. But that being said, I just been having some crazy cravings for cakes and sweets. I've not been eating a lot of sweets. I've had a few nibbles of cakes and stuff. I'm trying not to fill my face with too much crap, but sometimes I just can't say no. Which is probably adding to the way that I'm feeling about myself. You know, if you're eating crappy, then you're going to be feeling crappy about yourself because it's on your mind that you're eating crappy, if that makes any sense to you. But another thing, orange cordial, fresh orange juice I'm alright with, funnily enough, but I've got some Robinson's orange cordial that I've been drinking for the last 4 or 5 days, and when I've been drinking it, it has made me feel rough. It's made me feel, well, it's given me indigestion and made me feel sick, and a couple of nights ago I was really sick, and then that was it, it was over. So I've been avoiding that. I've just been trying to stick to water. It just gives me indigestion and then makes me sick. I just don't like it. I've had no more bleeding, which is good. It is brilliant. After sex, I've had no more bleeding, even though I've been on the lookout. Yeah, but that is really good. I've been waking in the nights and having a stretch. I've been stretching in the night and then getting leg cramps in my calf muscles. I'm not sure whether I've mentioned this to you in the weeks just gone by. I know that I mentioned it in my other pregnancy videos, because I got the same thing at the same time, leg cramps, to the point where you wake up in the night and you're just like, oh my God, and I'm like crying, because it's just hurting me so much. Like, I remember saying this in my last pregnancy, I have to wake Lee up to rub my legs, my calf muscles, because it's just so painful. It's just horrible. During the last week, I have been I've been tired, but I've been feeling like I'm being lazy, not so tired as much. I've just wanted to lay down all the time and not do anything. I've not been too bad today. I don't know whether that's because I'm 23 weeks today and things are changing each week. But for the last 5 days, any opportunity I've got, because Lee's been off work for 2 weeks, if he's took the boys out, then I've just been on the sofa. Like, I'll be on the phone and it's like, what are you doing? I'm like, on the sofa, where else? I've just had this urge just to lay down and not do anything. I've been going quite dizzy as well at times, like I've got pins and needles in my head and like my ears start ringing, and I go really hot, like I feel like I'm going to pass out. And I've just felt, with that, I've just felt really tired. I'm not dehydrated, and it's past the last 2 days. It's been, well, I felt really crappy with it the other day, but now it doesn't, well, it's not noticeable, it's not there, so it's not something that I can complain about or cause me concern to go to the doctors or to see the midwife. but it was one of them things that I think it was the heat as well. It just took me off guard. I had to lay down on the floor. Every time I felt like that, I just had to lay down before I fell down. But apart from that, I've not been too bad. It's just really been the tiredness. I don't know where it's come from. It's just crept out of nowhere and hit me full blown. Like, I just want to lay down and just get my head down, get some sleep. Today we have been out to Cleethorpes to take the kids on the slot machines. The girls aren't actually here at the moment. They're at their dad's in Reading for 2 weeks and they left on Friday, so it's just Lee and I and the boys at the moment until they get back a week on Friday. And it's really strange without them here, even though I know I should be used to it by now. I just find it so strange. Like, obviously there's no bickering going on between them both, but more so than that, I've got, you know, my girls aren't here for me to talk to, and they're growing up. I can have conversations with them now about things, and they're just, I miss them basically. But anyway, let me just not trail off the point. I'll show you my bump. My week 22 bump. My belly button is just starting to pop out, more at the top there. Saying that, I don't think my belly button's ever properly gone in since I had Frankie. But yeah, and I know a lot of you have been saying on Instagram that I don't have any stretch marks. I don't know if you can see, but I've got stretch marks here, and I've actually got really few, really faint stretch marks around the front. In some lights it looks quite shocking, but overall they don't really bother me too much. On this side, so she's growing. I can feel her growing. I can't feel her growing, but I can feel her movements when I'm sat down. I'm like that. I can feel her movements up here. Like if I'm resting my arm on my belly there, I can feel her push against me. So yeah. I am definitely finding this pregnancy probably the most hard work than the last 3 that I've had. Maybe that's because I've got 5 children as it is. I don't think it is. I don't know what's different this time. I can't really put my finger on it, but I just generally feel different about myself, and although I'm older and I'm more at peace with myself and how I look and everything like that, because I think once you do get to a turning point in your life once you hit a certain age. I don't want to make myself sound really ancient here, but I do feel that you do, and I do generally feel more at peace with me, the way I look and stuff. But this pregnancy is kind of, I just kind of feel quite crappy about myself a lot of the time, yeah, I'm hoping that once I've had her, that I'll just be back to my normal self again, and my confidence will return as well, because I feel like my confidence is just slowly drifting away. But I don't want to be negative about that. I'm sure everything will be fine. Everything will be fine. But yeah, that's one of the things that's in my head at the moment, really. Apart from that and everything else, I am okay. Sorry about that little moan. I just had to slip in just there. I just wanted to explain briefly how I'm feeling. But I am alright, so you don't need to be like, oh, I hope you're alright and stuff. I am alright. You know me. I've been vlogging for long enough. I feel a certain way, and when I start to feel that way, that is when I give myself a kick up the bum to sort like myself out, and usually it works. So, oh, excuse me. So yeah, anyway, this is my week 22 vlog, and I hope you're all alright, and I have another video that I'm going to try and record after this one, how breastfeeding is going throughout this pregnancy. And I also want to do a Q&A, question and answer video, which is, I'm going to record that as well shortly too. I want to try and get Lee in on that one though. But yeah, I hope you're all alright, and I will see you all again soon. Thank you for watching. Bye!